And just know the importance of life. And you know, as you're out there doing that with all the people around you, you know, it's just humbling to know that, you know, you can make a decision that could cost somebody's life.
Tuesday, March 17th, 2022 started off like any normal day. There was nothing out of the ordinary. Miss Anderson gave a science test, we worked on vocab with Coach Cat, the cafeteria served frito pie, then we all went to the track meet hosted by our school. It was oddly windy with overcast skies as students were throwing discus. Even our best throwers' distances were shortened. It wasn't long until we saw Kaysen King along with other members of the May Volunteer Fire Department take off towards their trucks and into the smoke.
My name is Kaysen King. I'm 18. I'm on the May Volunteer Fire Department. I've been on there since I was 16 years old. I was at a track meet throwing discus in May, and I had to leave early to go fight the fire. I knew it was going to be big, judging off the smoke. I knew there was high wind, so it was going to be moving fast, and so we had to get a game plan pretty quick or it was going to get out of control, which it did.
Volunteer fire departments from all over rushed to what we now know as the Eastland Complex Fire. Although not the biggest fire in Texas history, it burned a combined total of 54,513 acres. The fires destroyed many homes and claimed the life of an Eastland County Deputy Sergeant Barbara Finley, who was on her way to help evacuate people from their homes. Many students within the May School District, including several members of our film crew, were forced to leave their homes for shelter to seek safety. Others stayed on their properties to help firefighters and tried to save their homes.
We were too busy trying to save the house. I mean, we had 120 calves out in the field, and we were worried about saving the house and trying to get those out of the way, and we still lost 25 calves. Managed to save all of our goats and our dogs, but we still lost, storage building, a barn, and a carport, so. But we have our house, so we're luckier than a lot of people through this fire. Oh, this was our main storage building here. That was the carport out there, and then the barn was the first structure on this property my grandpa built back in the 50s. And it was just an old wooden structure, and because I can see now where I should have been instead of where I was, but who knows if it would have actually prevented anything or anything would have turned out any different.
Within the Eastland Complex Fire, the small town of Carbon was probably hit the hardest. And it wasn't even the first time.
My name is Jody Forbes. I'm a pasture firefighter right here in Carbon, Texas. Lived here for about 25 years now and been on the fire department since 2007. We had a wildfire similar to this in 2006, and so that kind of, I don't know, put it in my heart to do this, and you know, it's been a great ride for us, you know, here, but this year's been a bit of a challenge. Well, actually, we were over there on one of the fires by May. We had taken a truck over there. I was in that truck with a couple other firefighters when the page went out for this fire. And knowing where the fire was at, kind of we understood at that point that, you know, this was going to be a direct hit on our city. Yeah. So we've left that fire. I got on the radio and told you know, the departments that were working that fire that, hey, we've got something that's kicked off in our area. We need to get back over there. And little did we know the track that it was set on was, you know, headed right straight for our city. You know, it kind of had a sinking feeling in my heart. I mean, as I mentioned, in 2006, we burnt 45,000 acres with 40 structures. It was about a mile south, so it came just to the city limits of Carbon. This time, it was a mile north, and the track was straight for Carbon. So it really kind of a sinking feeling in your heart when you know something's about to happen and you're not going to be able to do anything with it.
If anything, the Eastland Complex fire brought our small towns together as one. Our school gym opened for people who were displaced from their homes. Many students, teachers, and administrators helped with local fire departments and spent hours upon hours trying to save land. Exhausted from evacuating from their own homes and fighting fires, our one-act play cast almost missed by district. Advisors as well as parents came together to support our students by traveling 3 hours to their competition. Our local community thankfully did not suffer as much loss as others, with Carbon losing approximately 85% of its structures, with only 20% of those homes being insured. People from all over were offering support, including holding fundraisers for the local fire departments and benefits for those who lost their homes and property. As a community, it has taken us time to realize throughout both negative and positive aspects of life, there can be growth. In other words, when the storm passes and the sun shines, the negative opens our eyes to a new beginning.
That's the most beautiful sound in the world today. That's rain. That is wonderful, wonderful rain.